Hi everyone. My name is Vishal, and this is going to be a part 15th of our Snowflake Zero to Hero series. In our last video, we have seen how we can load the data from AWS S3 to Snowflake using storage integration as well as using the credentials like security credentials. If you haven't watched that episode, make sure you are going to check that out. In this part 15th, we will be loading the data from GCS to Snowflake. Now, this is again, it's going to be very common because some of you might be using AWS, some of you working on GCS, and some of you will be working on Azure, and we need to extract the data and dump into the Snowflake. What is very important? The important is the integration of these two things, GCS and Snowflake. We have seen how we can do that into the from AWS to Snowflake in last episode, but in this video, I'm going to cover the step-by-step process of setting up a storage integration, creating an external buckets, what are the accesses required, and all the configuration steps. So let's just dive into it. Now, if you haven't subscribed subscribe my channel, make sure you are going to subscribe it and feel free to comment down for any questions. Okay, so the very first step is you can going to configure your GCS account. If you don't have it, you can simply go through this http://cloudgoogle.com. So let me just going to show you everything from the scratch. So I'm just going to open my incognito window, and you can just now once you are going to write it, either you go for a Google free account and it is going to give you a 90 days free trial. And get started with free. You are just going to sign in and you need to input your details. You will be asked like basic details, fill the forms, and then you need to add your debit or credit card. And after that, you're just going to check the home page. Do not worry, because again, in this, we are not going to use any other services other than GCS and IAM. So you are not going to be charged anything extra. Okay. So once you come over here, this is going to be a home page going to be look like. Now, as a next step, you need to set up your storage bucket. Just like we did the AWS S3 bucket, here we have a cloud storage. Okay. Even I'm going to share this PPT with you guys. So just comment down your email and I will be sharing this. So in this, you have click on it and then create your first bucket. So I just click on this create storage account, storage bucket, sorry. After that, you can just simply click on create bucket. And inside that, I'm going to write Snowflake YouTube Learning 01. Okay, I'm going to type this one and then simply click on create. My bucket is created. Now the next step, you can even create a folder if you want. So I can click on create folder and the folder is source folder. Just like AWS S3, I'm repeat the same process over here. Okay. And in the source folder, you can upload the file. You click on this upload files, go to the Snowflake training, and I'm using the same customer data file, which I used to load from AWS S3. Okay. My file is uploaded. So the step 1, step 2 is created. Step 2 is done, created GCS bucket. Now you can create the same simple step you need to follow, which we did all the way from like part 12, 13, 14. We did it like copy into command, copy into table. We are creating a table. We are creating file format. So this is, we have already creating. So I'm sure there is no need to dive into it. I'm just skipping this part. However, if you have any questions, feel free to comment. Now, I'll go back to my Snowflake account here into this Snowflake. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show tables. I'm going to use this GCS customer load. So let me just recreate this table. Now, if I'll see, there should not be any data from it. There is no data. I have created with the same with the same column name, whatever we do have in this GCS bucket. Now, the next step, you will be creating your storage integration, which is going to be the important. After file format, the main step is creating the storage integration, and this is very critical. Now, this one and before the like after this, we will be doing some more activities. Those two are going to be very critical. We have created a storage integration for AWS S3. There we require two properties. One is the allowed location. Second, IAM role ARN. But in case of Google Cloud, you only need one property, which is allow location, and that is going to be your bucket path. So you can simply copy this one. I have already there. So create or replace storage integration. Type is going to be external stage. Enabled is true. Storage provide here is GCS. So this is going to be changed depending on your cloud. It can be S3, it can be Azure, it can be GCS. Once you selected it, now the storage allowed location. And how would you get it? This is simply going to be our this bucket URL. So you're going to copy this and you're going to paste it over here. And you see that I have this GCS and and then after the GCS, you're going to put your folder URL. Okay. And then you are going to create your storage integration. My storage integration is created. Now, if you remember, we are going to repeat the same step. We describe that integration here, and this is going to show us some properties here. This line number 3, which we have given, line number 4, which is block location, that is an optional parameter, which we are not giving here. Okay, in this line number 5, we have this GCP account service, and this is something which you need to copy, which we will be doing in the later step. Now, in the next step, once my storage integration is done, I'm going to create an external stage, and that external stage will be referring this storage integration. Okay, so I'm going to create this GCS stage. File format is going to be ingest data. If you're following me, you know it that I'm using this ingest data from past 3-4 videos. The storage integration is GCS in. However, the URL will be the updated one because this is pointing to Snowflake Learning 001 bucket, but we have used this YouTube Learning. So I can simply copy it on this one. Okay, let's just do that. Copy this one till here, and then we have a customer data.csv. So you just copy that, and you can see now you just need to create your stage. My storage integration is done. My stage is done. Now you might be wondering that Vishal, we haven't done anything on the cloud side. We are doing everything onto the Snowflake side. And your stage is also it's also created. Let's just see that whether this is going to work fine or not. So as a next step, I wanted to check it out how many files are there into this cloud stage. For that, I will be performing this list command. When I executed it, it is giving me an error that this service account does not have storage object list access, means the permission issue. I'm trying to access this URL, but the Snowflake user or the Snowflake does not have the permission to make any request to this GCS. So in this case, you can clearly see that I have drafted every single steps here. Now what you need to do, you will be creating one IAM role and then you will be assigning some permission. For that, you would be requiring to copy these these permissions. So let's just perform these steps. In this same, what you're going to do, you will come to this IAM role. So let's do that. I'll come over IAM, and in that IAM, you need to go to the roles. Okay, now you will click on plus create role. That's gonna take a few seconds. Okay, and then we can say this YouTube Learning. That is the name of the role. Description is created on it, and I can just change the description. This is for demo purpose. Let's just see that. Now scroll down, and once you see the add permission, here you have to give the permissions so that your this role can get some data from that existing GCS bucket. In this, you need to click on this enter properties, and here you are going to write storage.objects.get. You're going to click on add. Then similarly, whatever the roles I have, whatever this permissions I have over here, you need to copy that, and we're going to just simply paste it. So I'm going to write storage.buckets.get. Now, these four permissions I have added in this role. What you're going to do the next, you can click on create, and your role is created. Okay, now this YouTube learning we have created, what I'll do as the next step, I'll go to this cloud account. In this cloud account, you see in this bucket details, click on the bucket. We have Snowflake YouTube learning 001. I'll click on that, and you need to click on permissions. After that, there is the grant access. You're going to click on grant access, and then here you have to give the principles, which is basically you're going to copy from your describe integration. I'm going to copy this one, paste it over here, and as a next step you need to assign the roles, and this role is nothing but you can simply search YouTube learning, and you're going to click on save. This policy is created. You have given the access of this bucket through that particular role, and in that role we have only given few permissions. Okay, if you are going to make some actions like unload the data into the GCS, then you will be getting some error because we haven't given an object create API permission in this role. If you're going to click on this YouTube learning, here it has only bucket list get list. But if you want to give one permission, then you will be using storage object delete and object create. Why? If you want to run this copy into command with purge statement, purge parameter, then you will be requiring this one. We'll see that. Now, as the next step, now I wanted to perform this list GCS stays. So after configuration, all that thing, when I executed this list GCS stays, it worked fine, which is perfect. Now, as a next step, I would be requiring to query that data. So I'm going to write select $1, $2, $3. That also worked, which is again good. So as a next step, I'm going to write the copy into command from this particular stage. And this 10 record loaded, 10 record passed, there is no error, which is perfectly fine. And I can check the data into my table. Right now, as the next step, I was telling if you're going to write the reverse copy into GCS stays from any tables, I'm going to write Snowflake sample data dot customer. Now, if I'm going to run this, this is going to throw an error. It's saying fail to access remote file, access denied, please check your credentials. The reason because you have not given the storage object create or storage object delete. Even if you are going to write force equal to true and purge equal to true, if you're going to run this, then this will also going to be, this is not going to delete it. Purge equal to true is fine. Let's see that. Now, if you're going to write select star from GCS, you will be having 20 record because we have executed force equal to true command. Now, if I'll go back to here, Go back to the buckets, into the objects, into the source folder. This is customer data, we have it. If I'm going to refresh, the file is still there. Okay, so if you need to remove this command, then you will be running edit role, and here in the add permission, objects.delete, and when I'm going to click on add, now I've seen that when I'm going to execute the copy into command with per statement, that was failing. And why it was failing? Because of the permission. Now, if you will look into this role, I have added the role and then I have given this permission storage.object.delete. Now, what this is going to do, it will allow you to remove the file from the stage. So let's see that. Now I'm going to run this list command. I can see there is a customer data. I'm truncating the table and then I'm running copy into command from GCS stage per is equal to true. When I executed this one, you see here the stand record got loaded. I'm going to select star from GCS customer load. I can see, yes, there is a data. Now, if I run this list command, according to the Snowflake documentation, as we know that the purge equal to true means it is automatically going to remove the file from the stage. So this list command should not return anything. And let's verify that. When I executed it and then query produced no result, that means it worked fine. Now, similarly, if you want to do some other operation like copying the data or unloading the files into your stage, what you have to do, you need to come into this role and you need to make it to the edit role. And after that, you have to write one more permission, storage.object.create. And by this, you can run copy into bucket from table. And that's how you can you can perform unload on your Google Cloud Storage. That's it for today. Thank you for watching and have a good day.